Live again. I need to turn this around. There we go. All right. Put some light on. Okay. Y'all live once again and stuff. I am sorry about what happened earlier. About me being in a bad area and then my phone overheated, so it cut the live feed, and so we are going into part two of the discussion that we were having earlier today. So as you guys come in, give me a sound check. Let me know everything is okay, and we shall proceed on. Okay, Torrance the trucker, what's going on? Thank you. I don't know if I don't know if you guys been following this stuff with Chasing Andrews and the guy what's his name, Joshua. You know, I guess it's one against another and stuff. You know, lease program versus lease program versus own operating and stuff. And so, you know, I guess I've been checking into that guy's situation, but it's to say a lot. His situation represents a lot of all right, brother Watkins, what's going on? His situation and stuff, talking about the brother Joshua, is a representation of a lot of people that are in or were in the lease purchase program. And so, you know, I guess since we got a breakdown and stuff, you know, let me give more clarity of what, you know, brother Joshua could do to help his situation and also to help many others. Cause I seen shout out to the Wright brother and stuff too. Cause Wright brother, he was speaking generally about the same well, not this brother's situation, but particularly his situation where he transitioned from being in a lease truck where he was paying weekly to now where he's paying monthly, you know, when he went to Lone Mountain. So, you know, they gave a breakdown and stuff of two settlements. You know, Joshua signed his settlement in, and then that other guy and stuff signed his settlement in and stuff. And so, you know, the situation with Joshua is, what I tell a lot of people is that if you're getting into the program and you're making money, right? Understand, if you're in a particular situation, like you went to a certain place to get a truck or whatever, you know, you had to put down a substantial sum to get this particular piece of equipment. And so after everything's said and done, you know, you're clearing about $2,300 a week. So if you're in a situation like that, then, you know, okay, 23, so that's 46 every 2 weeks. So you figure in 4 months, all right, so you're talking about a little over $9,000 a month. You're looking at about $9,000 a month and stuff. So in 4 months, if you're running consistently, $4,000 a month and stuff, you know, on an average, that will put you around 36,000, right? That puts you at 36,000. So what do you do in that situation there and stuff? You grind for 4 months. Well, the first thing you need to do is get your credit, and you need to get your credit straight. All right, because it's one of two things and stuff that you're trying to purchase equipment because you're with a carrier where you're running consistently and making good money. But now it's time to start clearing up some of that overhead. And so, you know, the reason why you probably had to go to this particular route to get this truck is because your credit ain't straight. So you done ran for 4 months. You've been doing $2,300 consistently. That's $36,000. So 36,000 with that money there and stuff, what you need to do is fix your credit. Okay, fix your credit. Because if you like that particular truck that you're driving, then how you fix, you fix your credit, because the next step that you're going to be doing is either one or two things. Either trying to move that truck, the truck that you like, you're trying to move that and put that in the hands of lenders that are not charging you $800 a week. Because what they're going to do and stuff, once you get your credit profile and stuff in order, you're going to go to some lender to say, can they purchase this truck from the place that you're currently leasing from, right? If you like the truck, okay? Or you're going to go get you another truck, particularly just like the one that you have and stuff, brand new, but they can offer you a better, rate with your finances. He went that way because he's fresh out of bankruptcy, no one with finance. Well, see, okay, and this is the case right here and stuff. For many people and stuff, they come out of bankruptcy. If you're coming out of bankruptcy, if you are, if you're in the lease purchase program and stuff, and you are, let's see, you still have to factor taxes for $2,300. Okay, now I'm about to cover that, right? I'm about to cover that. All right, now here's the thing. That $2,300 is not profit. That's why you can't factor it. If you're doing $2,300, this is why I say you got to put your money to work. You can't be sitting there just saying, okay, yeah, I got $2,300 and then I'm gonna go out here and start blowing it. Because remember, when you are starting a business, for the first 3 years, you are going to claim a loss, right? Because wherever you go to get some equipment, if the people decide that they're going to call your loan in, so if you go and you purchase a truck for $150,000, if you don't have that and they break it down into increments that you can pay monthly, you're still in the hole in business. So in order for you to pay your taxes, you must first show a profit. You got to show a profit, okay? So if they ever decide to call the loan and stuff, right, you're in the hole. So if you're in the hole, you don't have no money. If you don't have no money, then how can you pay your taxes? Business is a very strenuous process. This is why you don't get out here and start showing that you have a profit, because you don't have one. They break down your increments into 28 days. They break it down into 28 days and stuff of the calendar year, and this is how you make your payments, so on and so forth. But if anybody decides to call your loan in, remember, you're buying a $150,000 truck, your insurance, you see, they break that down in increments every month. But if they decide to say, okay, well, you got to pay it up front, then where's your profit? If you have to pay the truck up front, where's your profit? Because you're in the negative, because you purchased something in your business, and in order for you to be profitable, you have to first put yourself in the black. So you got to make your $150,000 back. Okay? You make your $150,000 back, or whatever it is that you purchased. It just so happened that in business, that you have financial institutions that break stuff down, right, where you can pay in increments monthly or weekly. Okay? But just because you're making $2,300 is not a profit. That's the problem right there. That's the problem. That's why when you're in a lease program, you don't set up your portfolio. You don't set up your portfolio and stuff until you get most of your startup fees and stuff taken care of. You see, you got fees you got to pay right off the bat. You see, when you're paying for your tags, right? Your company that you lease on with will allow you to pay in increments. But if you go down there to plate your truck, you need all your money up front. They don't take increments. Okay, you got to have that up front. So that's a loss. That's a loss. That means you got to claim that as a loss. So when you claim that in your business, when you file your taxes, they say, well, you know what? Yeah, you did have to pay that first before you pay us. IRS is based upon profit. This is why you always have to keep everything working. You have to keep your money working. You have to keep your credit working. You have to keep your equipment and stuff working, because what you're not trying to do is pay all that money to the IRS, because it's not technically a profit. You're putting it to work for you for things that you already need. That's the benefit of working for yourself as opposed to being an employee. When you're an employee, if they tell you that it's $52,000, then yeah, your finances are pretty much solidified. You know, they go ahead, they'll take their taxes out because you don't have any business expenses. You got to pay your business expenses first before you pay your taxes. Okay, that's how it works. So that's why when you are in a lease program and you're starting out and you have no capital, you have no money, which a lot of us start out with, no money. You know, if you're in a bankruptcy or whatever stuff, you take that money that you are making and you collect it to put it to work for you. You got to put it to work for you. That's why I say, once you get your money, what do? Start fixing your credit. Fix your credit, because that money is going to work for you in your business. You're going to work in your business. So you got 36. So now you got 36,000 over 4 years. I mean, over 4 months, at making 2,300 consistently. Okay. Now you're paying on this truck. Now you're paying on this truck weekly. So you're getting your finances. You're getting your financial portfolio set up so that you can go and get your credit fixed. Right. You go and you get your credit fixed, because you're setting up a portfolio so that the next step you're talking about is purchasing a truck at a fair market value, so that you're not sitting there paying weekly, you're paying monthly. So when your finance people start looking at you and stuff, they can say, well, you know what? Okay, this how much you need down and stuff, and you're not paying an arm and a leg a month, you know, because when they look at your portfolio, they don't want it to be high risk. They don't want it to be high risk. That's the thing about being in this business, is that, man, you can be profitable, but you have to start knocking out some of that overhead. Now, it doesn't, you got a truck that you're paying $3,200 a month for, when in actuality, if you had the truck at fair market value, you're probably paying $2,000 a month. So see, that's a savings of $1,200. So what are you doing with that $1,200 that you're saving? You're putting it into business. You're putting it into business and stuff. That $1,200 you used to have to pay, just because you're high risk. Now that you got your credit and stuff fixed, right? You got the same truck, you got the same brand new truck and stuff, at something that as fair market. And then you have more money and stuff, that you could put away for your business. Okay, instead of having to give it all up and stuff, to the leasing company or whoever. That's what you work on. This is called the sacrifice and stuff, and you have to do it mainly within this first year. That's why when people sit there and stuff, get into these lease programs, it's time to ride and grind. That's it. It ain't talking about going home and spending time and stuff and going on vacations and none of that stuff there. Business is hard, it's difficult, and starting up and stuff, man, is the most difficult part. But that's the part that you're gonna always remember about your business, is how you started out. So, starting out is never easy. So when you're making the money, you need to be taking that money and putting it to work and stuff. Find someone that can fix your credit. If you're in a bankruptcy, whatever your financial position is and stuff, right? You're putting the capital, not the money. You're taking that money that you're making and turning it into capital necessary to stimulate your business. Okay? So that's the next step. So once you got your business portfolio and you got your financial portfolio and stuff straight, that's when you can go and start going to financial institutions and saying, hey, you know what? Can you purchase this truck from this place over here? Now, one or two things are going to happen. One or two things are going to happen and stuff. With you saving up your money, and stuff, you're going to go into a financial institution. You're going to get something at a fair market rate, which means you don't have to put a lot of money down in order to get the equipment, or you're buying the equipment that you have and stuff and putting it in the hands of a financial institution that's going to charge you something at a fair rate. So what is the lease company doing? they'll take the loss on a few pieces of equipment. Why? Because it's something that they're not expecting. But if a financial institution is willing to buy the truck at fair market value, then remember what the lease purchase program, what they do is that they'll take the money off this one truck, go out here with that money, go purchase 3 more trucks and stuff, put it on out there, and then find 3 more people that's willing to get into this program. So, you got to, that's the understanding of financial literacy. You see, when you got somebody that's willing to buy the equipment, they're going to buy it at a fair market rate. They're not going to sell, they're not going to, the financial people know how to speak the language of the people that are, that they're buying it from. So, yeah, in your contract, it might state that you're going to wind up on $225,000, right? But, when the financial institution comes to when they go and they speak on your behalf, right, they're going to get the truck at a fair market value. They might get the truck $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 or whatever. And then that's what you're going to owe and stuff with the little interest that they tack on and stuff, and that's that. They cut the check to the lease company. Now he has $80,000. What is he going to do? He's going to go out there, buy him a few more trucks, and he's going to multiply and stuff, right? But because he's not expecting somebody to come in and just buy a piece of equipment straight off the cuff, because their business is to increase people coming to them and leasing equipment. They're talking about $10,000 a hit. So yeah, he'll take the loss on the truck, where he's expecting to make $200,000 or so, right? He's expecting to make $200,000 off this one truck right here. The bank done bought it for $80,000 or whatever, so he's going to take that 80 grand and stuff and go and buy him 3 more trucks and stuff like that. And so now he increased his fold, right, to 750,000. 750,000 and stuff, because hey, people are going to go in there and they're going to lease those trucks. Now that you have this knowledge, this is what they do. They speak on your behalf to go and purchase this equipment if that's what you want, right? Now, let's just say he doesn't budge. Okay, well, there are plenty of other places out here that sell trucks at fair market value all day long. So you go out there, you find the exact same truck with the exact same specification, and then you get in that. And you have to start over, but that's the thing about business, Hey, sometimes we gotta, in order to make money, you gotta lose money, but you're not really losing if you're putting yourself into a position to where your overhead and stuff, right, is being eliminated, where your extreme overhead is being eliminated, and you're now having something that's livable, okay? You're having something that's livable. So now business isn't so hard and stuff to operate, because now you're operating it at fair market value. You're not getting beat up and stuff, with the truck. You're not getting beat up with the insurance and all this other stuff, that comes with it. So, okay, you got that straight. Now you got your truck. You understand that you're in a business, you're leased on with the company, or you're doing business to a point to where your money is coming in consistently. That means that now you got more money and stuff that's coming to you because you eliminated some of that extreme overhead that you had at first. So you stand on top of your payments and stuff like that, right? So you got this extra income that's coming in. So what do now? You take that money and start putting it to work. You put it to work for you. What does that mean? That you start upgrading some of the things and stuff that you're doing in business, okay? Well, hey, listen, I need a few, a lot of people want to talk about being fleet owners, right? So you got to get into that mentality of understanding that eventually all these responsibilities are going to be on you, okay? Not on the company. So, okay, let's start looking at purchasing some fuel cards, right? And getting that line of credit up. So that, in the end, you want everything working for you. Whatever you purchase, it's working for you, because in this lease program, in the lease program, if you can't do anything for your credit, it ain't gonna do anything to your credit, right? So, you might stay in this program and stuff and purchase this truck, but what has it done for your credit score? It hasn't done anything. It done something for the lease program, for the people that you lease from and stuff, but it hasn't done anything for you. They recognize that, well, yeah, hey, You went through this program and you purchased a truck because you got comfortable. You somehow survived it, and they're looking in disbelief like, wow, man, dude, I thought you were gonna give up and stuff, after a certain amount of time or whatever, you figure out, you figure out the jig is up. This is why a lot of people don't go through, it's very few people that finish these programs and stuff, and when they do, they say that, well, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't. I would do things a lot differently because, you understand as you keep things going inside the business, you get a better understanding about financial literacy, and you say, well, you know what? This is where I went wrong right here and stuff, right? And had I focused on this, had I focused on this and put time, energy, and resource into that, I could have been in a better place. But, I understand it now. But, had I learned this 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I could have been up ahead of the game and stuff, that far. Instead of putting all this money into something and then, it's not having no type of return and stuff in the end. So that's the thing there and stuff, when you're getting started, it's always the hardest and stuff, I'm gonna tell you, a real good movie to kind of sum things up about business is it's a movie called There Will Be Blood. There Will Be Blood and stuff. It's the actor Daniel Day-Lewis. It's kind of on the independent side. It's not a very entertaining movie. Even though he's a good actor, but if you want to get an aspect about how business and stuff work, then watch that movie right there. Because he's very cold, he's very calculated in that movie. And then, some of the situations that come up, that can be relatable in a real life scenario, even in this time here and stuff, even though, it's projected back, during the Western times or whatever. But it's a real good movie, It's a real good movie and stuff, man, to get an understanding about business. He starts out with very little. He trusts no one. And stuff. And then some of the things he used to his advantage to get his business and stuff up. That's what business is about. You use certain things and stuff to your advantage. Some people that project themselves and stuff as family members, they might come up and try to deviate you or whatever, that sort of thing there. Sometimes you got some backroom deals that people might come up with and stuff. Certain things you might have to do and you might have to project yourself as, but if it's to give you an advantage in business, then and it's a sure shot thing, right? Then that's what you go towards. But yeah, I really encourage people to watch that movie. There Will Be Blood. And like I said, it's not a very entertaining movie, but it is something of enlightenment if you're looking to see what the business world and stuff is about. So, but that's the thing there and stuff. I just tell, and it's not, like I said, whether it's Brother Joshua or just anybody in general, it's that, our situations and stuff, are unique, some of us, and then some of us are, collectively the same, but, the thing is, you take advantage of the situation that you're in to better yourself, but not to a position to be comfortable or not to a position where you're talking about bragging. That comes later. That comes later and stuff, but people who paid their dues, right? People who paid their dues, it's best to learn, them are the best people and stuff to learn from. You might not agree with everything that they do or everything that they say and stuff, but you can take tidbits from it and say, well, okay, I would take this and I would do things a little bit differently, if I was in that position there and stuff, But people who paid their dues, right? You got to give respect where respect is due. They paid their dues, that's why they can cruise. Which brings me to another thing about, the area of confusion is that as business progress, right? As business progress and stuff, like, right now you might start out, you might get a truck like a Freightliner Cascadia, or International Pro Star and stuff like that, and you sit there and you work it, you pay it off and stuff, you hook it up, but then you kind of look and you kind of wonder and say, well, I kind of looking at the W900, and I'm looking at the Peterbilt and stuff like that. It's just like how it is with cars. You start out with a standard car. Hey, listen, I'm blessed to have a vehicle that can take me, back and forth and stuff like that. But over time, as business progress and your financials and stuff are in a position to where you are profitable, you start looking at cars like BMWs, Mercedes, Cadillacs, luxury vehicles and stuff. And so trucking is no different. It's a better quality equipment. And so in my current state and stuff, I was speaking to a bank, and stuff. I forgot that guy's name that sent me that link. If I see him message me and stuff, I'll give him a shout out. But he was telling me about this place called Ohio Truck Sales that they specialize in buying Peterbilts, 379, long hoods and stuff, 379s and Kenworth W900s. And so I was looking at the price ranges and stuff like that, and looking at some of the specifications of it. And I said, I was kind of breaking down and stuff and saying, well, I might go ahead and give it a try, because as you know, I was supposed to get one from Lone Mountain and stuff like that, but I was looking in that direction there and stuff, because they got a collection of them and stuff like that. And I mean, I understand, the auction, that's an option right there and stuff, but it's just the number for transaxle. You know what? Yeah, but hey, listen, message that to me. Go in there, get my personal information and text me, and text that information to me, because hey, and stay up here, because I got some more questions I need to ask too. But I was looking at Ohio Truck Sales and stuff. I sat there, filled the application out, and I just told it, okay, you on break? Okay, all right, good. I went on ahead and told the guys, I said, man, listen, I got 75, I got 75%. I'm gonna put down 75%. Y'all just finance the other 25%. We'll just call it a day. And he heard that and stuff, man. He got my information, jumped out the phone so fast, and I mean, the finance company that they deal with, I mean, saying, hey, look, they just called me real quick. Hey, what equipment are you looking at? I'm like, no, not really, but they all kind of price. Most of the equipment they have is priced about the same, about $54,000, between 54 and 57. So, and I was just thinking, man, I'm like, shoot, either I'm gonna give me a Peterbilt 379 or a Kenworth W900. It's a thought, but then I got to thinking too. I'm like, well, I don't want a C15. I don't want another C15 twin turbo. And if you're messing with a 379 or W900 and stuff, that's the more popular engine. That's the more popular engine and stuff. I mean, every now and again you might run into a ISX. You might get an ISX and stuff, in a W9 or maybe in the W9, but in a Peterbilt and stuff, it's not likely. It's unless you get an older, if you get an older truck and stuff. But that was the other thing too that's kind of got me, let's see, my 60 series is a good engine. These these DD15s and stuff, man, they real good. They real good motors. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes you just got a taste for a Cadillac, a Mercedes Benz or something like that. You done when you've been in the business as long as I have and stuff, right? You just, you know, you kind of want what you want, and that's the thing. There's no shots against these trucks here and stuff. I think all trucks are good. It's just, you know, it blew up. You had 11. Well, what happened to it? And how many miles and stuff you had on it before that happened? Cause let me show you something right quick. you know, it's getting around that time. It's getting around that time and everything and stuff, man. I just put 800,000 on this thing. I'm like, man, it's running fine and stuff like that. It's running fine. I ain't got no knocking or none of that stuff. Let's see. You had an internal coolant leak, 806,000, and it had surgery. So what, you put a hole in the block, or? Cause that sounds like a head gasket issue. Cause I don't know, like with mine, if mine happens before the year's up and stuff, then I just know I'm gonna go rebuild. I'm just get it rebuilt and be done with it. Then I'm gonna really be stuck with the truck then. I'm gonna really be stuck with it, but let's see. Okay, you just bought a new truck and stuff. Okay, all right, well, all right, I get it. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it usually is. If you have a coolant issue and stuff, if you have a coolant issue, then yeah, it's usually the head gasket. But if the head gasket go, then you might as well go ahead and get it. You might as well go ahead and get it rebuilt and stuff, and just be done with it, cause they wanted 23. They wanted 23. Yeah, I would have paid that. That's me though. That's me. Me, I would have paid it. Yep, I would have paid it, kept it moving and stuff, man. Cause for me to sit the truck and then sell it and stuff like that, I know I wouldn't get it. Just like right now, I ain't getting anything for the truck now and stuff. And so, yeah, 23 on the DD15. Yeah, I would have. Me personally, but like I said, to each his own. It's just, oh, it's a lease truck. Okay, gotcha. All right, well, yeah, I get. All right, I get it then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it. Like I said, in my situation, me, yeah, I would have paid it and just been done with it. Cause some stuff you can kind of get away with. If it's, if the head gasket, the head gasket go. If the head gasket go and stuff, then you depending on how much damage and stuff is done, cause usually already bought a rebuild kit for the. Okay, well, yeah, all right. I get it. I get it. It's just, yeah, them head gaskets, they kind of tricky. Let's see, cost you $2,200. Yeah, the kits don't. The rebuild kits don't cost you much. The rebuild kits don't cost you much. It's the it's the labor, and then again, it just depends on who you take it to, cause I know, I know I'm not taking the mine to Freightliner or even Detroit. I ain't doing that. Um, I'll find some other shop and stuff like that. That's like I said, that's just me. But yeah, the head gasket you can kind of get away with it. Just depends on how much damage was done to the coolant. It depends on how much coolant went down the piston. Let's see. I didn't get a dirty broke video yesterday. Yeah, Asian Maya. Yeah, I heard. Yeah. Let's see. Does your DD15 have a coolant filter? If so, how many miles before you change? Yeah, it does have a coolant filter on it, but the thing is, they changed them to where the new coolant filters. Once you change them, you shouldn't have to change them anymore. So it all depends. If you got the old one, if you got the old coolant filter and stuff, then once you change it with the new ones that they have now, then you don't have to change it anymore. So I would just check and make sure and stuff that you I would check and make sure and stuff that you got you got the new one. And a real good way to tell whether you got the old filter is look at your your EGR actuator. Yeah, look at your EGR actuator. Hey Brandon, hey, go on my page. I tell you what, I'll give you. Yeah, just go on my page and stuff. My number's up there. You know what? Screw it. It's my number is 252. Now you know what? Then I be getting a bunch of phone calls from a bunch of strange people. Yeah, just go on the personal page. Go on the personal page and my YouTube page, and my number's up there. Cause I mean, hey, when Transaxle did your transmission, did you get the whole thing rebuilt, or you just got? Oh, you got to find out what it. Yeah. Did you get the whole thing rebuilt, or did you go to the they just fixed whatever part and stuff you needed fixed, and that was that. Oh, you got it swapped. Okay, yeah, all right. No wonder it was $6,000 then. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no wonder. They just pulled yours off the shelf, and okay, yeah, all right. Took yours out, put the new one in and stuff, and no wonder it took 2 days. I just want them to fix my 3 and 7, Let's see. Hold on, what you say? What did you mean by getting a business portfolio and a financial portfolio? Okay, business. All right, first thing is a financial portfolio, which is basically it's just you. Okay, you got it now. Okay, all right. A financial portfolio is just you putting together some numbers. You putting together some numbers and stuff, and you getting with some individuals about what you need in order to get certain things and stuff going. Like, well, people want a truck, right? You want a truck. So, when you're setting up a financial portfolio, you're getting your credit straight first. You're fixing your credit so that they can get all whatever nonsense that they can take off your credit, they can take that off. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your score up and stuff, and credit repair people, the only thing that they do, they repair it to a point to where if somebody's looking at it, then they're saying, okay, well, yeah, you got what you need and stuff in order to get something at fair market value. So your financial portfolio is saying, okay, this is where I want to be with the truck. This how much money and stuff I need to put away. This how much I want to be paying a month for my truck, for my insurance, that sort of thing there and stuff, Financial portfolios about where is it you trying to be and stuff with the capital that you have and how much you're going to be paying every month for whatever it is that you need to get. Your truck, your insurance, your medical insurance, life insurance, anything that consists on your business side, right? You're trying to get that financial portfolio straight first. Because once you get that straight and you know where your finances and stuff are, then you go into the next step, which is setting up your business portfolio. Because once your finances and stuff is straight and you got everything that you need, all right, Mr. Willis, what's going on? Once you got everything that you need from your financial side, that's what's going to determine how much you're going to be paying in taxes and stuff like that. Once you got everything on your business on the up and up, and you got all your startup fees and stuff taken care of, you got your credit where it needs to be, you got your escrow, escrows put away and stuff like that. You know what your fees are going to be weekly, monthly, quarterly. You know where your money is standing at. And so when you know where your money is standing up, that's when you set up your business portfolio. And your business portfolio consist of what you're trying to do and stuff as far as like where you're trying to run consistently, to make your money. What you're going to be doing in business, like, okay, am I going to be doing drive-in, reefer? Am I going to be having a compilation of everything? Am I going to be running this season and then switch to that this season? That sort of thing there. Understanding where your contracts and stuff are. Your contracts and your contacts. Okay? That sort of thing, that stuff there. So whenever you need something, you know who to call, when to call them. You know who to call, when to call to get certain things and stuff taken care of to keep business and stuff rolling. That's your business portfolio. When you got those two things and stuff, guys, when you got those two things there and stuff running in tandem with each other, that's when you can start saying, okay, I'm going to start running me a fleet. I'm going to run me a fleet. That's what's going to determine whether you're going to need a big office or a small office. It's going to determine how many trucks you're going to need, how many trailers you're going to need, what type of staff and this stuff that you're going to have to take care of certain businesses and stuff. Right now you just need a CPA for yourself. But you're talking about bringing on some people and stuff like that, employing people. Now, you need an agency, or you might just need to hire somebody in-house to take care of all the taxes and stuff, your in-house stuff, as the money start coming in, cause when you move towards your own independence, you're going to need those certain things. Am I going to be hiring out staff, to outsource certain things, or are they going to all be in-house that I pay them every hour and stuff, I pay them by the hour to take care of things and stuff for me. Your credit is where it need to be at and stuff like that. So you got a big line of credit. So you you got your contracts and stuff that's coming in, and they're saying that, well, hey man, listen, I got this lane right here, and I'm gonna need 5 trucks. Okay, well, you need 5 trucks. You can't be talking about, oh, I'm gonna go down here to the International or Kenworth and talk to them about getting 5 trucks and stuff, because you might need them 5 trucks and them 5 trailers right then. So you might need to go somewhere right now where they got those trucks available. So you say, well, let me go over here to Penske. Let me go over here to Ryder and get that sort of thing and stuff there, because you need to know what kind of staff you're going to have. Like, okay, you want somebody, as far as your business, the type of people that's going to be working for you. Of course, they ain't going to drive a truck like you, They're not going to be watching fuel mileage and all the other stuff there. So you're going to have to need a fleet manager. So what kind of fleet manager you going to need? Somebody that's in-house, or you're going to need somebody out, you're going to need outsourcing and stuff, So that's when you look at your Penske and your Riders and stuff like that. They talking about, well, we're going to bring the truck up to specification, and as long as the truck is set up like this how much money that you're going to be saving in fuel costs and PM costs and all that other stuff there, Well, of course, they're going to be taking care of your PMs and stuff for you, because, you might not be big enough to where you can hire some good mechanics. You know, you got a shop, but you know, you put it out there and stuff, you're trying to hire some techs, and everybody, the techs, they coming in, they saying, well, hey, listen, now I can work for you part-time and you need somebody full-time, so until you get those full-time positions, hey, well, the route I need to go to is going to Ryder or Penske or some rental company that does full maintenance, you know, so I ain't got to worry about a tech right now because I don't have them. Same thing with your trailers, you know. Your business portfolio and stuff, it's gonna get big. It's gonna get big the more you stay in it. But you start with the basic stuff. Finance first. Get your finances and stuff straight. Know where your money's coming from, how consistently it's coming. If it's something temporary, if it's something permanent, you know. And you don't get comfortable, especially if you're leasing. Even if you are in a partnership and things and stuff are going good in business. Get the money. Get it while you can. Get what you can while you can for as long as you can. But don't get comfortable. Always have something sitting in the back pocket saying, well, you know what? If this don't work out, let me move on over here. But you can get your finances and your business portfolio started no matter where you are. But the thing is that you got to do it. You got to put the hard work and stuff in to get that stuff done, to know where you stand. See, that's when you're taking business seriously. You're taking business seriously, then you know you're going to be in business for a very long time. But you know, if you're just joking around and stuff and it's just something to do and you got a company driver mentality and stuff, then you know, you're just playing games and stuff. And then sooner or later, you know, stuff just going to dry up. And it's going to come as a surprise and stuff, like a lot of lease drivers and stuff do. They get over here, they get in them companies, and all of a sudden, they got all these positions, training, and, you know, they training people and all this other stuff. Then they get in one fallout with their dispatcher, and then you just like Hector. I got $300,000 in the truck, and then you got to give the keys back. You ain't got no money, you ain't got enough money to get home. They got to rent you a car and stuff because you played in business, you know. But when you start setting up them portfolios and stuff like that, when you start, you know, getting down to the real nitty gritty and stuff like that, people gonna recognize it, and the real is gonna come out, and the fake and stuff, they gonna come out too. But you know, you're gonna know the difference between the two and stuff, and then you know, you're going to align yourself with those and stuff that are about business, and then, you know, the employees, you know, the paid by the hour people. You know, I get my check every Friday, so I don't care about this, that, or whatever. You know, you're going to kind of remove yourself and stuff from that element there and stuff. So, you know. Let's see, get your credit right before you buy a truck. Right, let's see, most owner-operators fail because they always fix the truck later. I don't believe in that. You're asking for failure, that's right, you know, cause I'm a true believer in that too. You know, I didn't put my money away and stuff for my truck, and that's why I lost my truck. My very first truck, that's why it's sitting in the field right now and stuff, you know, instead of out here on the road. Because I'm sitting over here putting water. I'm sitting over here putting water in the truck instead of putting coolant in it. Tore up my motor. You know, I didn't understand. You know, I just thought, well, you just put water in and stuff like that in, and that's that. And they ain't understand the science and stuff that went with it. You know, here it is and stuff. They think it's like, what, 10 degrees. And I'm putting just straight water. Just killed my motor. You know. I just killed it. You know, that's why the head gasket failed on it. I'm putting water in it. Didn't understand the science of coolant and, you know, the importance of coolant. You know, now I know. I'm telling you, boy, I was in some bad shape. Real bad shape and stuff, man. You know, sitting there, truck all the way, you know, it's cold right now. My airbag's freezing up. I don't understand why my truck keep freezing up. Airbags and stuff, they fall. That mean, you know, I can't drive the truck far. You know, All because I didn't change the air filter. Don't change the air filter and stuff, water gonna freeze inside your system and stuff like that, and your airbag's gonna fail, or, even worse. Uh, I remember one time I was coming out of Maine. And stuff, this guy, I mean, it was cold. It was cold real bad up there in Maine. And so I seen the driver pulled over and stuff on the side of the road. And we were still maybe like 30, 40 miles and stuff, from the truck stop. And so, Maine and stuff, it just, like right now, it just stays. The snow and stuff is, is constant up there. So he's sitting on the side of the road, he said, man, look, he said, his truck can't move, guys. His truck ain't building no air. And I said, well, I know what happened. Hey, your stuff froze up. Your stuff froze up and everything. You didn't change that filter. Because you didn't change the filter, now you got water in your system. I don't know where it's at specifically, but if you ain't putting no heat on this, you don't put no heat on this thing and stuff, it ain't gonna turn into water. And so it's so cold and frigid up there that, the temperature ain't about to drop to a point to where the ice gonna turn into water. Cause it's got to be at least, with your truck and stuff, it's got to be at least 40 degrees. Anything below 40 degrees and stuff, man, it's gonna freeze. Whatever water you got, it's gonna freeze, man. So, and it ain't gonna get up to 40 degrees and stuff there in Maine, at least where we was at. So, you stuck. So they got to tow your truck to the shop. They got to take it inside the building. They got to warm it up, and then that's when everything will unfreeze and stuff like that. Then you got to purge all the water out of your system, change the filter, and you good to go. The other option is to stay in the South. If you ain't gonna change, if you ain't gonna monitor your air system and stuff like that, then, stay in the South where it don't get as cold. And I'm telling you, boy, that's some aggravating stuff, man. You sit over here, it's 20 degrees, and then you got to jump outside, and you got to lean over. You got to lean over and stuff, and then you got this barbecue torch, and you got to put the torch on the leveler valve and stuff, right, to free it up, just so you can get some air. I mean, it's aggravating, man. That cold hitting you. Yeah, the air dry filter. Yeah, the air dry filter. I'm sorry, yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. I said air dry. Yeah, air dry filter, yeah. Cause, what's the other thing that get? Oh, your air governor. Your air governor mess up on you too. It get the freezing up. It get the freezing up and stuff like that. Then your air ain't building up properly. You got to sit there and rev up your truck for about 20 minutes and stuff before before the governor decide to say, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm gonna start working now. That nonsense. But yeah, Brandon, I'm gonna give. I guess if they do everything in shop, then yeah, I'm gonna just give them a call and stuff. Let's see, this is my last week running the Northeast. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that's a warning to anybody that run the Northeast. Anybody that run the Northeast and stuff, man. If you don't like the snow, and the ice and stuff, man, then yeah, because come January, it's gonna get real. From January to the middle of March, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be snowing. And if you don't like it, then this ain't the area to run. I'm telling you, it gets real bad up here all day long. If you somebody don't like idling your truck, don't come up here, because if you shut your truck off up here and stuff, man, it's sit for a while, it's gonna start. That's when you're gonna know, man. Listen, and my battery's good. Do I got a good water pump? Um, and my injectors and stuff straight? Come on up here and run 1 week and stuff, and you'll find all that out. You got your battery's bad and stuff, it will tell on you right then. Doesn't matter. Your truck can be running fine. Like daggone, it just cranked up like a champ and stuff. You shut it off and then try to crank it back up. Them cold cranking amps and stuff, man, like, no, Jack. No, we dead. We didn't make it. You know, you got a bad water pump, you shut your truck off. If you see it leaking, you know, it ain't gonna come out that weep hole and stuff, man. It's gonna come out them seals. It's gonna come out them seals and stuff. That's when you know, okay, yep, my water pump bad. We go ahead and change that and stuff. And, you know, same thing with your air system and stuff like that, man, you know. What the word are they talking about? Okay, all right. But yeah, Brandon, I'm gonna give him a call and stuff Monday, and all I need is my number 3 and number 7 fix. You know, kind of, I don't think I'm gonna get a transmission off the shelf. I don't really want to do that and stuff, man. I just want you know, if they can rebuild this one and stuff like that, you know, cause then it's something I can observe, you know, cause. Hey, what did you get what kind of transmission did they, what kind of transmission did you get that cost you $6,000? Cause I know that sound about right, cause I think they charge, I think they want like $4,000 for the one off the shelf, and then I guess they charge you $2,000 to put $2,000 for the R&R and stuff. You know, take the old one out, put the new one in. Oh, it costs you $48. Good gracious! Well, you got an 18 speed. Yeah, cause that's damn the transmission with 48. That's a little on the high side. Unless it's like I said, unless it's an 18. Cause 13 they want 13. It was quoting me. Let's see, I got a clutch. Oh, okay, all right, never mind. Yeah, the clutch. Yeah, okay, yeah. Cause the clutch gonna run you $1,000. The clutch gonna run you $1,000. You know, the rear main seal, that rear main seal ain't gonna cost you nothing though. But that clutch what did it. Yeah. Cost probably 38. Then you got the clutch put in. That's another $1,000 there. So yeah, that sound about right. Then they charge, but daggone, they ain't hit you up on the labor though. That's like what? So 48. Hey, look, that's 48 for the transmission and the clutch. Now it came up to $6,000, but you know, I think they charge. So that means they charge you 12 for the labor, which ain't bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all and stuff. Shoot, so yeah. I know I don't need a clutch. Yeah, I know I don't need it, but I'm gonna change that rear main seal though, Kai. That's but that ain't nothing though. I mean, but yeah, I'm gonna change that just so they ain't got to drop the transmission again, Kai. 800,000. That's gonna, you know, why miss that opportunity there and stuff? Then this thing I don't change it, then it get to leaking, then I gotta go through the whole process again. You know, $1,200 just to drop the transmission. Just put in a let's see, they fixed the flywheel too. Yeah, well, you know, they gonna. Yeah, that's automatic though. Yeah, that's automatic. When they drop the clutch, they look at your flywheel and clean that up. My clutch was bad. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that sound about right. That sound about right. Transmission off the shelf, clutch replacement. Yeah. And then $1,200 to put it in, so you know. Um, yeah, so that sound about right. About 6 grand. Yeah. What do you think is the problem if the transmission is grinding every time you downshift, even when you float? Yeah, and then the 3-year warranty. Um, if your transmission is grinding, then I would check. I would check. I would get the transmission fluid check. If your stuff is grinding, cause it's either one or two things. Either you low on fluid, you low on transmission fluid, or you either your level of valve and stuff, it might be out of adjustment. It might be set up a little bit too high. It might be set up too high and stuff, and so that's where that grinding and stuff coming from. But yeah, I would check that first and stuff, cause I would check those things right there. I would definitely check the fluid level. Should I take it to Freightliner? Nope. No, you don't need to take the Freightliner. What you need to do, first thing first, okay, it's real simple. Go to Love's. Go to either Love's or the Speedco. They still the same thing. Go to either Speedco or TA and stuff and get them to check your transmission fluid level. That's simple. That's simple. Check your transmission fluid level and stuff, and see where it's supposed to be at and stuff. If it's low, then, which I'm pretty sure it is and stuff, if it's low, just get them to top it off. Don't get them to drop. Don't get them to drain it and change it. Don't get them to do that. Top off your fluids and stuff, and then run it for a little while. And then after a little while and stuff, then drain it. But do not get them to drain your transmission and put some new stuff in there, cause actually, can I do that with a PM? Yeah, you can. Usually if they doing a PM service and stuff, they usually drop your transmission fluid and stuff to see what, to make sure they ain't burnt. Yeah, to make sure it ain't burnt and stuff. But remember, when you go in there, tell them to check your level. That's it. Do not tell them to drain it. Do not tell them to drain it. Even if they say that the transmission fluid is burnt, just tell them to put some new fluid in and stuff, man, and let it ride. Because if your stuff is burnt, then actually the metals in there and stuff, they actually keep your stuff from that's what's actually keeping your transmission and stuff from from just grinding all the way out. Let's see. All right, Mr. Ross, what's going on? Yeah, if your transmission fluid is burnt, then just tell them to top it off. It's buying a used truck for 50,000 K and hiring a driver with the risk. With the risk, what is typical gross per year per truck? Okay, is buying a used truck for 50K and hiring a driver worth the risk? Okay. There are certain variables and stuff in that. So if you buying the truck at $50,000, first, do you understand what kind of truck that you're purchasing? And do you understand the upkeep and the maintenance and stuff in it? That's number one. Do you know what kind of truck you're getting, right? You got to understand that truck first and stuff, if you're buying it for $50,000. All right. So that's the first thing. What's the specification? Where you gonna keep it at? How you gonna run it? What stuff is on it? Does the truck have an APU on it? Does it not have an APU? Okay. You got to first get an understanding of that truck that you're spending $50,000 and stuff on. That's number one. All right. What is your business going to be consistent on and stuff like that? What kind of freight are you going to be hauling and what kind of lane you're going to be on? Okay. Is the business going to be consistent? Because these things are necessary for the third thing, right? Your driver. Because drivers are going to come and go. They're going to come and go and stuff, man. They're going to be working for you 1 minute. Then they're going to be looking at a Swift ad and stuff. And then next thing you know, they're going to Swift or JB Hunt or Western Express and Prime and all this other stuff there. So, you know, understanding your business, how consistently you're going to run, what kind of home time and stuff are you setting up, what you planning, how do you want the truck and stuff to run, you know, those sort of things and stuff there. It's what's going to determine what kind of driver you're going to hire, because, you know, everybody's looking for a job, right, until they actually get the job. The next thing you know, you got a trucker named, you hiring a person, a trucker named Jay. You know, you hiring a trucker named Jay. You hiring a little guy trucker. You know, you hiring one of them. They in your truck and stuff for about a week, and then you get into a misunderstanding. You get into a misunderstanding about your business and how you gonna take care of things and stuff. You know, they miss one, you know, and that's all it takes. They want to go home and stuff, and they can't understand that, well, hey, listen, there's nothing that's going that way that's gonna get you home. You know, so we all out here trying to make money. And stuff, and then, you know, you tell them, man, hey, them flip-flops, the flip-floppers, they can't understand. You trying to tell them and stuff, look, I'm trying, you know, you in this truck, right, and we all trying to make money. I would like to send you home, but I don't want to send you home broke, because if you go home broke, then you got something else to be complaining about. But then, you know, I'm trying to keep you out here to make money, but you're making money, but you ain't being home with your family and all this stuff there. And then that's another reason why you're going to quit. They in a bad mood and stuff like that. Now they driving your truck like, you know what? Hey, screw this truck. They taking it out on the truck now and stuff, and the truck ain't got nothing to do with it. You know, because they mad at you. So I would get an understanding of the business. Like, what am I going to be running to determine what I'm going to be making a year? You know, am I going to be running dry van, flatbed, reefer, tanker? You know, what lanes and stuff? Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I understand. Worth, yeah. Just understand what you're going to run, what kind of stuff you're going to be getting into and stuff like that. You know, that's the first thing. Understand that, you know, what lane you're going to be running. Because I wouldn't be banking on a $50,000 truck. I wouldn't be banking on a $50,000 truck and stuff, you know, if the lane you're going to be running is going to be, if it's going to be real consistent. You know, you want a truck and stuff, man, to where you got to understand where it ain't in and out the shop. You know, it can. Yeah, $50,000 truck can be a hit or a miss. My truck was $50,000. You know, my truck was in fact, it was $57,000. Now, you run into a situation and stuff like, well, hey, I had to go get surgery, right? So I go get surgery and stuff. So understand that comes with, I wouldn't put no drive in a $50,000 truck. I don't know. You know, let me back it up a little bit. Okay, now the truck $50,000, right? But this truck right here was $57,000. I got the surgery and stuff done, so I understand it's certain things I can't do, like going in scale houses, right? I can't be going in, you know, when I go in a scale house, I got to go in I got to be going in the scale house a certain way. I just bought a 2007 $53,000, but I'm only one drive at it. Yeah, right. See, you can do that. You know, but see, you know, you get a surgery, you can't just be going any old little place and stuff, right? You know, lollygagging, cause see, you know, certain thing, you know, you know, when you get surgery, sometimes the stuff your truck gives off certain aroma. it don't smell, it ain't smelling clean and stuff. It's farting everywhere, you know. It's farting everywhere and stuff. And so, you know, they pick up on that smell and like, wait a minute, hold up. Ain't he got a, you know, it's certain things and stuff that's kind of a giveaway and stuff, and you got to make sure that, you know, the guy that's in your trunk, he got to understand it, cause see, he might try to, you might tell him, hey, listen, man, you can't go home because I got this load and stuff like that and everything, and it ain't taking you to the house. And then oh well, you know what? He started making some phone calls and everything, and now the EPA coming to pay you a visit. Uh-oh. You know, the EPA want to come. The EPA want to come and check some stuff out. Cause he made a phone call cause he mad at you. See what I'm saying? Now, $50,000, right? You can get a 2007. You can get a 2007. Okay, 2007. That's pre-emission. Kenworth W900 studio sleeper, and you can get a 379 Peterbilt for $50,000. I know because I'm looking. I know because I'm looking at them. Now, you got that truck sitting on the lot, right? You got that truck sitting on the lot and everything. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have people lined up around the corner and stuff wanting to be Billy Big Rigger. You know, they got their super antennas and stuff and their linears and stuff ready. You know, they got the cowboy hat and their cowboy boots and stuff on, man, ready to, you know, ready to ride the saddle of the world and stuff. You know, for, you know, because you bought the truck at $50,000. But you know, even that get old too. You know, but yeah, you know, $50,000 can get you. Okay, all right, I appreciate that, Brandon. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I ain't called my number out online and stuff, but man, people, you put your number out there and stuff, and then people wanna call you, and stuff, and then the conversation goes from you know, trucks to something else that ain't truck related, you know, and I try to keep it truck related and stuff. And oh yeah, Mr. E, well, that's my niece calling me and stuff, so yeah, that's my niece calling, so I guess I gotta start wrapping things up. But the Mr. Eastwood and stuff, you know, if you up here and everything, I'm sorry that I didn't get back with you and everything. Things got kind of busy, you know, because of that snow stuff, and then I had to deliver the load and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm gonna get with you. Let's see, Mr. Craig Beats, I got your message and everything, and so I guess I'll be giving you a call and stuff. I'll probably do it tomorrow, either tomorrow or Monday. But, you know, tomorrow's looking pretty good. So if you don't pick up, I'll leave you a message and stuff like that, and then we'll chop it up. Yeah, I got your message. But yeah, I guess, you know, I hope I wasn't up here rambling and stuff like that, and I hope that the information that I gave up here was helpful. You know, and like I said, it's no shot against the brother Joshua. You know, like I said, I mean, just like anybody else and stuff, you know, I said the same thing about a trucker named Jay. Look, man, you know, I want to see y'all succeed. I want to see you win. You know, I want to see you win, but you know, just like my teacher taught me, you know, the great Casanova 601, he dropped a video long time ago and stuff, you know, about don't shine before your time. Don't shine before your time and stuff. Your time gonna come, but just don't shine before your time and stuff. You know, hey, and give respect where respect due and stuff. You know, you pay your dues. That's why you can cruise. Hey, I appreciate it, Mr. Ross. Yeah, I appreciate that. But man, you know, that's the thing there. Look, I put this information out here because I want to see people win. I don't want to see you lose. You know, cause if you lose and it feel like I ain't doing my part. Okay, ain't no, you know, and that's keeping it real. If you losing out here and stuff, I'm doing something wrong. You know, cause if you losing, we all losing. You know, it's plenty of money to be made for everybody that's out here. You know, when they say it's a trucker shortage, it really is. You know, nobody wanted to be out here and stuff with all this crap. It's cold. It's cold. I'm hungry. I need a shower. You know. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. I mean, you know, look, we all up here and stuff, man. We trying to win. You know, and if somebody got some information and they want to pass that along and stuff, then, you know, that's good. I wish I could dedicate all my time and stuff, you know, to you know, giving everything and stuff that's necessary, you know, but it's kind of like, you know, you give what you can while you can. I can't be up here live for like, you know, 5-6 hours, but you know, cause then it get kind of repetitive, you know, man. But you know, that's the thing there and stuff. I mean, you know, hey, it's enough business out here and stuff for everybody and stuff, man, to be profitable. And I want to see everybody win, man. But you know, you can't be calling yourself winning right now and stuff, and you know, the race just started, you know. They just shot the gun and stuff, and you straight off the line, man. I mean, you know, this is a marathon right here. It's gonna look like, you know, you in a marathon and stuff. You got to conserve your energy sometimes, so you're gonna fall back. Hey, you was in first place, but then now you kind of like in 6th or 7th place right now. But you know, the thing is, as long as you still in the race, you got a possibility of winning. You know, the thing is not to burn yourself out, because, you know, when you stop, then, hey, it's game over. Don't want you to stop. But just don't get comfortable, you know. Don't get comfortable in your position. You're doing good. I want to see you do better. You know, you got a truck, all right. But I want you to get that same truck, and I want your stuff at fair market value, where you paying these people once a month instead of every week. Because every week you ain't going to have it. You know, you want to go home and can't go home. It gets stressful, man, you know. You ain't trying to be in this truck all the time. I mean, it ain't, you know, it's other stuff for us to do, you know. It's other stuff for us to do and everything. And I understand he you know, he a young man, you know, so he young. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff to experience, man. I mean, you know, unless you get like Trucker Brown, you know, I think Trucker Brown, he done... Well, yeah, shout out to Trucker Brown, man. He let's see, he was by himself for a long time now. He got a female companion that drive truck too, so they accommodating and consolidating. I mean, you know, good for that brother, man, cause he, you know, they gonna be all right, you know. But I mean, unfortunately, we ain't gonna always be like that and stuff. We ain't gonna find a significant other that do the same stuff that we do, unfortunately. But you know, people want companionship. And sometimes you got to go home to get that. How fast can a driver make the money back for the truck? Okay, I'm gonna take that right there. How fast he can make the money back for the truck? Again, that all depends on the type of business that you got set up, right? So if you setting up your business consistently, if you know what lanes and stuff you gonna run, then if you know what lanes and stuff you're gonna run and stuff like that. So let's just say after everything, let's just say you buy the truck for $50,000, right? And you in a situation where you're doing 2,300, you clearing 2,300 a week. So if you clear 23, then if you clear 23 a week, then it's gonna take you about 6 months. It's gonna take you about 6 months and stuff to make that 50 grand back. Now, if you set the truck up like you supposed to, right? if the truck is set up like it's supposed to, remember, you're supposed to get 5 years out of your truck. 5 years, so it took you 6 months to make your money back. So you still got 4.5 years. So you still got 4.5 years and stuff, man, of making a profit off that equipment. So, if you in that grind mode, right there and stuff, but like I said, that's if you're doing 23. So if you can do more, and put more away and stuff, then you can see where you kind of cut back on the time and stuff like that. But you want to make sure that everything is on the up and up when it comes to the truck. Is it gonna give you 6 months of solid running? It's gonna give you 6 months of solid running and stuff, and you determine that based upon the equipment that you get. God, my truck didn't start showing its tail till this truck right here didn't start showing its tail till around the 9th month. And that was something that could have prevented. Remember, my clutch went out on my truck, but I knew that my clutch was bad when I first got the truck from Lone Mountain, so I could have eliminated that. So then the next issue I had was the emissions, and it didn't start showing its tail till about a year. Yeah, about a year. That's when it started showing its tail and stuff with the emissions. So it gave me 12 months of solid running. And again, knowing what I know now and stuff, right? The only thing the emissions and stuff did was just, if I would have went and got the surgery, then it only set me back, it only set me back and stuff, the surgery costs. So you're talking about what, $3,500? $3,500, and that's all I had to spend. And that's the only issue I had that was really expensive. So that was the only thing that was really expensive. So you talking about what, 35 on the surgery, and you nip that in the bud there and stuff, and then you ain't got no more problems and stuff like that. So you talking about what, 3 years of solid running? 3 years of solid running and stuff. So the next issue is the transmission. The next issue is the transmission. So heck, you got 3 years, right? And the truck's supposed to go 5 years. So that's just an example and stuff of understanding the science of the equipment that you have. So that's what you want. That's where you want to be at. But that comes with the understanding of the truck and understanding the people that's going to be driving your equipment too and stuff. So just understand every issue ain't going to always be an emergency issue, so to speak. But that's got to be understood with the person that's driving your truck too, because they might see if they don't understand the truck, like you remember that issue Loshine was talking about, right? Which I couldn't understand that. He had somebody driving the truck. He had somebody driving his truck, and they weren't even checking the oil in it. So they wasn't checking the oil and stuff in his truck, and so they almost ran the truck out of oil. But again, that's just you stepping up. That's you stepping up and making sure that everything and stuff is on the up and up. So some things are gonna be issues, and then some stuff ain't. But you just gotta stay on that grind there and stuff like that. And then like I said, but you should make the money back within the first 6 months. If the running that you have is solid, 6 months. But anyway, fellas, I'm gonna go and jump on off here and everything. Like I said, I hope the information was helpful. We're gonna go live again tomorrow, where we gonna put an end to the confusion We're going to put an end to the confusion and stuff, take some more questions. And I guess that's that and stuff. So y'all take it easy, be safe. This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding, and studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet. Be safe, be easy, and peace out.